how's the week leading up to the grand final? How's the team feeling?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, yeah, it's such a buzz around the footy club. Trained Monday night, all the girls were up and about, especially the young ones. So, yeah, they're embracing it, and, you know, us ones that have been here before kind of go, oh, they're bringing the excitement to us. But, yeah, the best week. It's why you train and why you play to, you know, have this week and experience. So, yeah, it's been awesome.
How vital is that excitement from the youngsters?
Yeah, I guess it's infectious. They've done so well this year. A lot of them have played a lot of games and just have competed all year. And yeah, I guess it's pretty daunting for them, but they're just making a laugh about it and know what they have to do on the weekend for us to help us get the job done.
How much has the heartbreak surrounding Chelsea missing out affected the mood and affected the morale?
I think the person that Randall is, she's almost upbeat us. Obviously it's so unfortunate. I mean, you wouldn't read about it, but yeah, she's been incredible. Obviously, yeah, it's really sad to miss her, but we're just going to get it done for her. And also, like, Nikki Gore was amazing for our first 3 rounds, and she broke her ankle and she's out for 6 months. So we've had a few heartbreak stories within the group, but yeah, it just drives us to want to get the job done as well.
It would have been a bit bittersweet after the game last week to know that you're in the big dance, but then you lost.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's life, that's footy. There's nothing you can do about it, and that's what we have to reiterate. It's so unfortunate, it's disappointing, we're going to miss her, but there's nothing we can do, and we just got to get the job done without her, and we will. We've proved that we were able to do that on the weekend.
Your own form last week was outstanding, and I think I read a tweet that was something like 35 possessions, and the only other place with that in a final is Joel Selwood, so that's pretty steep company. You're doing really well.
Yeah, I just want to win. I want to win another premiership, so I've got to do what I've got to do to help the team win. And we were able to have a pretty good game on the weekend, and Hatchard and I, we're really starting to, I guess, hit straps with being able to play with each other. Obviously, Flip's been a bit more forward, so she's, taken that out. We've had Shelley Martin come in, who's an absolute firecracker and a fan favourite. So, yeah, it's awesome to be building, I guess, at the right time.
Will you get tagged?
What does that mean? And you encouraging your fans to pack it out again?
Yeah, pack it out. We want as many fans as possible. They were so loud on the weekend, but I reckon they can be louder and we can have more, spectators there. But yeah, home ground advantage. Like, you've got the whole of Adelaide behind you. Obviously, everyone knows how big footy is in Adelaide, and given the fact that we're the only team, we take all the supporters for women's footy. So yeah, we need a massive crowd because it will be such a hot, contested game that, I think the crowd will help.
You have an incredible record for Adelaide Oval. What is it?
Oh, it's the best deck. I know I'm biased, but it's the best oval in the country. I love watching our boys play. It's just such a good oval to be a part of. And then when we get to play there, I remember last week, Wednesday night, just running around on the oval. It's like, this is our home. This is our deck. This is why we play, to play in Adelaide in front of our fans. But yeah, it's an amazing oval. I love playing on it.
The loss of Chelsea is obviously opening the door for someone else. Who's putting their hand up? Who do you think might be a little bit?
It's a great question. We have everyone available besides Nikki Gore. 8 girls who are going to potentially get the call up for a grand final. It's incredible. Doc reiterated for the past 3 weeks, obviously we haven't changed our team in a couple of weeks, that girls, if you're not playing, we need you just in case something happens. And an opportunity is going to arise. And I mean, it's so hard. There's not really one player in there that has the attributes of Chelsea Randall, given the fact that she's such a unique player. But someone's going to get a grand final call up, and how cool is that? But obviously, they've been pushing really hard at training. They push us to be better. I'm sure that anyone who comes in will be able to get a job done.
I was just going to say, she plays down back, she plays up forward. So do you reckon she gets replaced in the back lines or in the forward line?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm glad I'm not on match committee, as well as the fact that we generally have 8 fit girls. It's not, picking from 1, 2 or 3, it's 8 girls. So that's going to be quite difficult for the coaches. But Doc and the coaches have done an amazing job all year. Obviously, like you said, Randall's played across all lines, and so have many other girls. So one of the biggest things in pre-season that Doc reiterated was, I want everyone to be able to play different positions, because it just gives you a bit of an X factor amongst the competition and playing other teams. So a lot of girls have played across a few lines, so it'll be exciting to see if it's a forward or a back.
There's a number of Crows players
Yeah, we'll be training tonight. Adelaide Oval open training down there tonight, and then we'll come back and do our weights. And yeah, we'll get together and probably have some dinner together and watch it, because obviously, yeah, we won't be making it to Melbourne given the fact that we'll be training tonight. But yeah, Chelsea Randall up for most courageous. Obviously didn't get nominated last year because of she didn't play for ACL, but yeah, each year she's been nominated and she's won it 3 years in a row when she's playing, so it'll be interesting to see if she takes that home. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's life. Like, I know everyone keeps talking about it, and it's so unfortunate, it's so sad, and she's such a big part of this footy club. But yeah, I guess Randall said yesterday this week's not about her. Been a massive leader, a great leader. She came across from Western Australia, and she's still here. She could have gone home, you know, when West Coast come across, and I guess been home with her family and friends, but she chose to stay in this great city. So yeah, she's been a huge part of our group for a few years now, and yeah, it won't dictate how, I guess, the week unfolds.
Will there be a sense of wanting to do it for her on Saturday?
Yeah, well, there's going to be 7 girls and Nikki Gore who don't play, so yeah, we'll do it for her and we'll do it for all the other girls as well.
What's your view on apprenticeship medal? In the AFLW, if you don't play, you don't get one. Do you think she should get one?
I think everyone, I think the whole playing list should, just because, yeah, we've had every single player besides Montana McKinnon play this season, so obviously you don't get to the grand final without those games and those girls influencing those games. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the logistics are and why they only give the premiership medal to the players on the day, but the reasoning probably is because they're the ones who win the premiership on the day. But yeah, I guess that game is so much bigger with all this, you know, minor round games. So yeah, I'd like to see everyone in the playing list get a medal, but yeah, they have never done that before, so we'll see what happens.
Ed, just watching the game last week with the Pies and the Lions, Rhoda Davidson for the Lions is a force, up forwards even one game to the team, which is a bit of a game changer.
Yeah, definitely. You know, coaches talk about game changers, and Dakota definitely is one. But if you look at the form of our back line, Sarah Allen's been amazing all year. Just a cool, calm, collected head down there, and you know, I'm sure she'll be up for the challenge if she takes her, and we'll back our Team D to get it done. But you've got to respect those players. It's not, you know, our Team D is better than, you know, one player. We've just got to make sure we cover all players. I've got Jessie Wardlaw, Courtney Hodder, who is again X Factor, Greta Bodie. They literally have X Factor across the whole ground, which makes them so balanced.
How do you beat them on Saturday?
Yeah, it's a great question. We just have to beat them in the contest. It is going to be a hot contested game. Really looking forward to it. We play them most years. Don't play everyone once, but yeah, whenever we do have a battle with the Lions, it's a battle. So it'll be battle of the contest. Starting well, that's what we got to do. Start well, get some goals on the board. Yeah, I think the game will be won in the contest, so we've got to win that.
With your 35 touches last week, do you think you'll get a tag?
Potentially. Yeah, I'll just have to work with that. Yeah, they're pretty balanced in the mid. I'm not sure what they'll do, but I'll be ready for anything that comes at me.
Chelsea spoke really emotionally about watching someone go on the football field, which is why she agrees with the concussion rule. Do you agree with that? You know, it's the right thing to do. She should.
Oh, it's a tough question. It's really, like, concussion it's serious. Given the fact that, you know, I've watched the 60 minutes, like, people's brains are affected and things like that. I think there's different concussions. People have concussions and they're not with it for a few days. Blurred vision. I think that there potentially needs to be a look at how bad the concussion is, how quickly you recover, if you pass the concussion test, if you're able to train and things like that, because yeah, every single concussion is different. I'm not quite sure if a concussion should be dictated by one rule, given the fact that concussions are so different. But yeah, it was the rule of the 12 days and the protocols were brought in for a reason because of study, so we trust that it's in for the right reasons. But it's definitely potentially that's something that needs to be looked at, because you don't want people missing grand finals for concussion. I know there's lots of talk about a bye coming in, but if you bring a bye in, Lions and Crows had a week off, and then you play prelim and you win, you have a week off, that's 2 games of footy in a month. I'm not sure how that works, but it's definitely something that potentially needs to be looked at because, yeah, you play to be in grand finals, not to miss them.
How will you guys decide who tosses the coin on Saturday?
Yeah, I guess
Done
it's,
that yet?
no, it's been a question that people have been asked all week. Yeah, we've obviously got great leaders within the club, a lot of them not in the leadership group. But yeah, I'm not sure who will take it. Angela Foley's been in the leadership group since the inaugural year, so she'll definitely be a candidate to toss that coin. Ren will be our captain, you know, on the day and whatnot. We're not going to take that away from her, but yeah, Ange Foley and her prep-up talks are pretty good, so should be my tip, but I'm not quite sure. We haven't spoken about that yet.